あの夜もふと窓に映ったまだどこか戸惑った顔このまま遠く離れてゆく街も君もさよならなんだ夢を追いかけ争っていた自分勝手だね君が言った刺さる言葉孤独の中リピートするふわり風が飲み込んでゆく夜の電車が心地よくて期待してんのバカみたい今はまた涙の色はエメラルドブルー宝石みたいに光ってる何もかもを捨てたかった憂鬱なあの日々も騒ぎ始めた胸の中の答えを探す旅に出よう流れ星を追い越してくスピードで
Dedication.
That's Chadman. That is Chadman.
Well
football
then,
practice.
if that's the case, tell your kids to quit playing sports, man. Just kidding.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Um,
Why don't you just have less kids?
Yeah.
welcome back to Tales of Yuansu. We're on episode 20 now. It's kind of crazy.
Tales of Yuansu, what's up?
Let's see, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2. Are you gonna count all the episodes?
No, we could have been on.
Oh.
If I didn't have to like move and stuff, I was just thinking about it just randomly in my head. We could have been on like episode 40 to 50 by now. Yeah, that would have been crazy.
Well, yeah, but
life,
life,
not
yeah.
LYFE, life.
Yeah, what the heck, life?
LIFE.
All
But
life's
life,
fault.
yeah.
Life
Yeah.
happens.
Damn it, life. It's all, yeah. What was it like? What was it that had life stuff? The reason we couldn't stream sometimes was because the place where life lived completely became underwater. What the hell, man? What the hell?
Yeah. I mean, it's borderline underwater. It's Florida.
It's always just a little bit almost underwater.
Mhm.
Most of it's the Army's fault, though. Sent me to like 4 months worth of schools back to back.
Hey, man. Oh no, you had to do some like personal and professional development. Then we couldn't play pretend. Bummer.
Well, we still did. We ran some side stories off Roll 20, which
Yeah. Was fun. Was fun.
thank goodness I have Foundry. I love Foundry.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Product placement, even though I don't get paid.
Yeah. Not for that anyway.
Right. Anyways, yeah, we're all here except for Legend. Not trying to call him out, but just so you guys have a heads up.
Yeah,
Hey,
legend.
Legend will be returning soon, right?
Soon, TM.
The
Our
return of Legend.
plans for Legend to return is, basically done. So,
Heck yeah. Has Legend settled in and just as soon as Legend is settled in and ready to go?
yeah, he decided not to take leave after deployment, and then he's busy with like all the recovery operations stuff because he's boss man.
We are a very we're very militant. That's not the right way to say that. What's the
Veteran.
way to say it? There we go.
Yeah.
Well, active military. Yeah, man.
Yeah, just Military affiliated.
Yeah, dude. I even took the ASVAB one time. See?
Fine.
I
Get into recap. Oh, sorry. What was that?
was just gonna say I didn't like the jobs they offered me, so I decided not to go in. They were like, you can cook
Notes.
food or you could dig latrines. And I was like, your test, there's something wrong with your test.
Yeah, don't sign up for the job you don't want to do. I can get in trouble for saying that, but
You know what? It's funny that you could get into it. You're doing the right thing by you could get in trouble for saying something that is helpful to like several years of a person's life and growth. Fight the man, eat the rich. Let's go. And that is my anti-capitalist message for this stream. I have fulfilled that quota.
all right. Recap. You guys woke up at the Blue Boar, and
After Mama Woes got tired of us
yeah,
fighting,
no
and
more shenanigans.
put Bow use the sleep spell on Bow so she could catch some sleep eye.
Kirmeki checked the dead drop and stumbled upon some information. Kind of like an older folded up note wedged into a corner that must have been missed. And got a little lead on a bandit captain that needs to be taken down.
Ooh, is that what that
You
meant?
know, and who what am I saying? Yeah, it said Captain had a name, Bandit Captain Wanten, and had a location. That was all I had.
110. He's because he's wanted.
Bingo. Anyways, some little bit of role play things happened while you was there. You guys tidied up, gathered your horses, and made your way. And just you guys decided to cut through the hills due to some negotiation tactics or a little bit of deception. Kirmeki talked you guys into a straight line is better than following the road quicker.
It was easy for him to talk us into it because we have nothing but just like we have nothing but pure trust for whatever he tells us.
True.
We were unquestioned trust. He's like, hey, it's this way. We're like, okay, yes, sir. Of course, you're our friend. Why would you lead us into danger?
The current weather conditions are still happening because we cut right into the beginning of combat, but you have a strong eastern wind, no precipitation, a pretty warm day.
You say cut
You
right into
gathered
combat
10 rations. You found a blue lotus flower and got the lotus flower petals, which
on a nat 20. On a nat 20.
I need to roll. I guess. Well, actually, how many petals are on a lotus?
I'm sure that that's interesting. While you're looking that up,
Oh, 13 to 36.
well, minimum 13.
Nice.
Yeah, hell yeah. Thanks,
Roll
nature.
a D36. I'm gonna roll all the way up to a maximum of the total amount of petals.
Oh, I guess there
And
could be
because
some
it
that
was
were
a nat
underdeveloped.
20.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's because the nat 20 is a good one.
So we found this so we stopped for the day on the way to where Kirameki is leading us, and Bao decided to see if anybody else wanted to go and forage with him. And so it turns out at first it was just Bao and Adder, and then Kirameki decided to come along too. And then Faye followed us on her horse, having learned how to ride it. She doesn't want to get off of it. She's like just having a big time riding a horse for the first time, and followed up behind us. And we searched specifically for. Bao was searching specifically for something that was a magical uh, reagent to help to like a gift for Faye to make her feel part of the team, to help, she's traveling with something to keep her, that would interest her and make her feel, special in a way, as it were, as part of our team. And then we made some funny jokes, and we made a couple fart jokes, and we laughed, and we really like went from kind of war travel mode to just a group of friends kind of having a big time on a hike. And as we walked out of the clearing, kind of laughing with like inside jokes, Israfil standing there stoically with the other horse turtles. We're like, hey, you should have come with us. It was a big time.
Turtle horse
And that turtle horses, sorry, not horse turtles are a very different thing.
in this world, yes.
In all world, this is just a truth of all realities. And as we're like ha ha ha, arm in arm, kind of friendship laughing, like, oh, you have some, like, what's that, boop, and like bopping noses and stuff like that. Israfil sees behind us shadows beginning to like pool from the trees in inky black masses, swirling together and kind of congealing into these creatures, long, thin, lithe limbs, shadows kind of billowing outward from their backs, at first looking like cloud, and then becoming something less ephemeral and more static, cape splitting in the middle into two and fanning out, almost flicking shadows away that like peel away and suck back in like oil inside water into wings on the back of these like gremlin kind of knobbly, thin, lithe creatures, sharp of fang, sharp features of their nose behind us, and we're like, oh, hey, what's going on? And we unknown to us, completely unaware, Israfil sees how many of them was it?
4.
4 of them. We're just like waving like dopes. Hey, we found a flower.
Speaking of which, my chats are broken, so can you guys change chats at all in the chat menu?
In character roles?
Like, are you in
No.
the roles tab?
I
No,
can't click over the roles tab now.
it won't let me to go to roles. Yeah.
Lovely, lovely.
We'll just have to roll in person, or that's what'll happen. Let me grab. Do you mind if I grab my dice then, real quick?
Just in case.
All right, be right back. I'm gonna go grab my dice.
I'll have to roll on D&D Beyond. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Evan? All right. Just initiative. You want an initiative?
No, not right now. I just wanted to do any role at the moment.
Oh.
I think he's trying to reset it or something at the moment.
I just tried that. Tab, chat log.
I can't either.
After all that praise for Foundry.
It's a module problem, not Foundry itself. I think I found it. So I might have to do one more. Every chat. Yeah, it's tab chat log.
Are you at the main menu updating the mod itself currently, or
No.
okay? Bear with us, folks. Just getting the chats back up.
To reset one more time. I just had to turn a module off that wasn't up to, like, it didn't update or didn't have an update, and then, but it still loaded as if it did. I get loaded with the updated. You know,
Gotcha.
it's not updated, so it was broken. So, but the tabs remained. Last refresh, it should be fine. And this won't have a separate. I like having the damage a lot, like having the split tabs because it's easier to manage information.
And then don't forget to throw in combat music if that's what you want.
Yeah, I will. I will.
Oh yeah.
You know what I do wonder? I wonder if the EQOA music is copyright.
I'm pretty sure it is because everything else about the game is copyright. That's why they wouldn't release the information.
All right. We're back. You got, wow. The rolls are still there, the history. So the Lotus pedal had 35 pedals, by the way, for your note keeping, Mama Woes.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy because those pedals are good.
One away from max.
All right.
And there was a very high chance that, you know, she had minimum of just one good one.
Later. Go to bed.
How many we get?
35.
I can't get a
Woo! Out of 36.
It'll take a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll take a sec.
If you haven't refreshed it yet,
Yeah,
you'll want to do that, but it might
You're
load to where
it'll
you
just
have
takes a
to
second
wait.
to load.
Yep.
I see you in the game, you just haven't loaded onto the tab yet.
Okay.
Same. Gears in the game, life's in the game, Mama was in the game, Speedo's in the game.
I literally just refreshed. So, we were just at Gen Con, right? While everybody's reloading in here. So we're just at Gen Con and we played some games with some, community members that don't stream with us, but that hang out and whatnot. What's up, guys? That was so fun. It was super exciting, and I hope next year when we go to Gen Con, I've already planned to have, more time hanging out with everybody rather than just at events at Gen Con. But the amount of people who were filling out character sheets in person with a pen disgusted me. That is a sin, and it needs to be known. There's a lot of people new to D&D. Use a pencil on your character sheet. Please, for the love of God, for all that is sacred. Were you upset too, Etma? You've been.
No, because the sheets were getting thrown away, so it didn't matter.
It did. Oh. Practice makes perfect. No. It did matter. It mattered a lot.
So you
The
guys are
rookie
loading it in.
mistakes.
You can go ahead and roll your initiative though, Shane.
Is it allowing us to go to the
No, not
different chats?
everybody's. Yeah, it is.
I have chat
Should
and
be.
damage log. Oh, it's
Yep.
like a different style chat now too. Like it's the whole system changed.
Yeah, I had a
rolled
chat
terrible.
add-on on, so there was tabs for out of character chat, a tab for rolls, a tab for
Mhm.
damage.
Yeah, it says I'm
Um,
currently not in an encounter.
Right. you're not, because not everybody was loaded in yet, so I didn't start it. But since
Oh,
he's
gotcha,
not
gotcha.
in the foundry, I told him he could just go ahead and roll his.
Gotcha. I have my dice though, so
But there you
I'm
are.
ready to go.
Yeah, as these creatures take form, what you see Israfil is a little something like that.
I rolled really bad. I rolled a 10.
Nice.
Initiative.
Okay.
I went
Not
ahead and
nice.
rolled his initiative, and you can change it.
Oh, my initiative doesn't roll with advantage like it's supposed to.
Oh.
Let's roll again. Why do you have advantage though? Remind me.
The great sword of warning.
Right. Oh yeah, that's right.
What does that look like whenever that's your new greatsword, right? That's the new sword you got?
I haven't thought about what it looks like quite yet, to be honest with you.
What happens? What happens, Dungeon Master, as his greatsword gives him advantage on this new sword that we just got, this new item from the king's coffers?
See, it's did it come with a sheath? Is it in a sheath? It's an Odachi, so probably.
I would imagine so.
When any of your companions within 30 feet can't be surprised except when incapacitated.
Oh, so it might warn us. That's so good.
As they begin to take form, it begins to hum like a yeah.
As we like turn around and look at Israfil holding the reins, we notice that like the handle of his thing begins to vibrate.
Mm-hmm.
Or anybody that sees it, I guess.
Israfil's teeth begin clattering.
His nose hair trimmer goes off in his backpack.
Israfil, are you cold?
Oh, it's the,
What was your
it's the sword.
What was your second roll?
I was checking to see if I had anything to add to it, but it's just a straight roll.
First one's a 12.
So that's a 12. Yep.
All right. Yeah, Kirameki, as you hear the hum, and you see you see Israfil kind of peering past you guys, as you notice he's peering past you guys as you guys come out of the brush, and you peek back, and why does it not have you first? Are you able to?
Ah.
So, never. So I have you first on the non-popped out encounter, but it doesn't. It has. Okay, there we go. It's working properly. Got it. Boom. You're first.
How many different programs do you have running in an encounter on your server?
I'm not counting all the rolling app helpers and stuff.
So I turn around and can see and hear the hum of Israfil's sword, and I immediately just stop and slowly bring my arm over to the hilt of my blades, and you guys just hear two intense thunderous booms as I just vanish, and I'm gonna use my charge my radiant display, and I'll attack these two creatures. So as I teleport to the first one, make a attack.
Ooh, this is like mysterious.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Okay, and then since I'm at
You-
third,
it seem to catch it with like no problem as it's finishing and taking form.
okay, so the first hit on that one does 11 thunder damage, and then I appear, like after the boom, you kind of just hear a flicker and echoes of sound waves bounce off, and I appear in front of this next one, and then I'll make my second attack. Come on. Oof. A 10.
It just misses as it kind of wafts its wings and it flies back as it.
Okay. So like mid propelling from the attack, as I miss, slide back a couple of feet, and then you see like gust of air like begin to push off from the bottom of my feet, and I'll use my total movement, which is 50 feet.
Oh my god, dude.
And yeah, since I have the mobile, so shouldn't provoke attack of opportunities.
He's a
And that's my
little
turn.
boy.
Oh, and I guess I should have stated, just so everybody's tracking, the green areas are like shin to knee high grass. The beaten path is the beaten path in the middle, kind of where people have patrolled, and the trees are trees. But just so like kind of the terrain, what it looks like. It's not like rough terrain or anything.
Okay.
But the edges of these boundaries, north and south, are where the grass gets really tall, where you came from.
All right, that's my turn.
The first one, is you miss it and you get so far away, it will swoop in.
You know.
Man, song was getting me. I like it. It will. As like it kind of opens its mouth and its chest pulls up real big and lets out a breath of this billowing like smoke, like thick, like coal.
Thick roiling coal smoke.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
like he's running on a diesel.
Mm-hmm.
So deck
And
saving
he's-
throws.
And he's unplugged that one. He's unplugged that one, like that one clip. You know, there at the
Yeah.
air intake. Mm-hmm. We all know. We all
Oh,
see
whoops,
you
it's
rolling
on,
coal.
It was on private, but deck saving throw for Faye, Bow. You should see the template, and Adder.
Okay.
Deck
As it
save.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, right. What the hell is this thing? And I'll try to hold my arms back towards Bow and Faye too as the smoke comes in, instead of covering my own mouth.
Around a 23.
Okay. What are you? You're not rolling, Bow?
I am gonna roll. Oh.
Oh.
Unless that my first instinct is to try to protect Faye and Adder. I don't have an ability or anything. That's just
Yeah, just describing what you're trying. Okay, I got you.
what I'm doing. Yeah, as I'm that's my first reaction. is to do that rather than protect myself.
Looks like Faye did a pretty good job roll.
You're on a horse, so you are lifted up a little bit, you know.
Yep.
Which probably helps. A horse.
Turtle.
Are you not? So are you not making your deck save?
I am. I'm pulling it up right
Okay.
now.
All right.
It's being a little slow for me.
Just making sure.
It's being a little slow for me. Saving throw. When do I have danger sense at all or anything like that? For barbarian,
Should.
do I get
Advantage.
do I get advantage even when I'm not raging?
Should.
Yeah, as long as you can see it.
As long as I can see it, and then we can, and I sure we can because I can't be surprised. I would argue, I think, for that. DMD, are you opposed to me having advantage here?
I'm
Emma?
reading.
Oh, okay. Okay, go ahead. Yeah. Just gotta rub it in our faces, huh?
Hmm?
He's-
Well, I mean, there
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
a surprise round.
Yeah, it wasn't a surprise round, but
Yeah, but and surprise mechanically, you know how it beats down, but rather, you know, like this mechanic is
there
as
wasn't
long
a
as I-
surprise round because of the Israfil's sword. to be
Exactly.
clear,
Yeah,
but,
which means that we're aware of it.
Yeah.
Which means as long as I'm aware, I'm able to react with like superhuman, you know, hero like reflexes, and give myself advantage. And I think that plays out. So you comfortable with that?
yeah.
All right, cool. Makes sense in my head too.
All right. Now you're
What I
each in your
feel.
own way able to kind of
Oh,
hold your hands up, or you're shielding Faye and able to see through the smoke.
I hold my big O hand like a blade inside, you know, in a fog where it's deflecting it in a way to like create a bit of a gap for both Faye and Adder to have fresh air still. With it like roiling around my arms and my chest, and I'll just hold my breath as it does it.
Yeah.
Does it feel like what happened as the smoke rolls over me? Does it feel like a tingling sensation? Is it like penetrating my skin, or do I have an idea of what the effect may have been if we failed? Like if we would have breathed it in? You know, do I feel like an acidic burn, or do I
No.
feel like
Just feels very thick.
almost like we would be blinded potentially?
Maybe.
Okay, that's cool.
Oh, whoops! The template
I see it.
moved.
Mhm. I see the template.
Anyway,
All the way over there.
Why can't I rotate it? There we go. Boom, 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 boom.
What are these? Whenever do these little guys have personalities?
They
Like little
kind of
stickers?
they're like have like a dull like kind of whispers and cackles. Like that's what I described last time to Israfil. So this other one billows its chest up real big and breathes out. Faye and Bow, another deck save, please.
Oh yeah. What is your problem? Leave us alone. We've done nothing to you.
Hmm.
If you guys don't have a Chadman in your play group, really get one. Everybody needs a rules lawyer in their group because I didn't even know if I could get advantage last time, and he You need somebody on your side like that.
You both, yeah, are able to.
A 10? I rolled a 10.
Both good. They
Well,
Then I need another deck save, Evan.
no, it didn't go towards you. The angle didn't hit you.
Got you.
Ah, what a nice DM. 'Cause I feel like if you would have put him like right here.
Yeah, there's an open slot for another one though.
No, that's where that one's. Well, he could have stood there, did his ability, and then walked out of the way. Everybody take turns in the most optimal location.
I'm gonna acid splash these two guys right here by me.
You wouldn't.
Oh.
You're gonna throw acid on them?
I believe the geometry will only work on one of them unless it's like touching two things or something.
Really? It says two creatures.
You choose two, so it works. Yeah, so I didn't know if it was a template or
Oh.
not.
Yeah.
Choose two creatures within 10 foot of each other or something.
5 feet.
Within 5,
Yeah.
they are within 5 feet. They messed up big time.
Nice.
So I hit damage.
And you're gonna just throw acid on their faces.
Next
And
time,
bodies.
Take 1d6.
You're gonna throw acid on their faces, bodies, open mouths, and eyeballs. That's really
Whatever.
mean. That's super mean, dude.
They tried to hurt me.
The one to the right, as you try and spray the acid at it,
Mm-hmm.
kind of
Rolls a question mark.
flies up above you.
I like
and
that.
misses. The second one rather. Goes low, so they like almost looks like they swap places. They're like and dodge, like barrel roll around your acid splash.
Becoming smoke a little bit
So
and reconstituting.
I can't move too far then, can I?
Oh.
If you would have disengaged, you can move. They just gonna hit you for doing it. That's all.
Why did I put my lens on my camera? What's wrong with me?
What is my movement here? Let me look.
Do they like go like around the acid, you know? Coming back
I
together.
Your move should be 30. Well, you're on a
Yeah.
horse, so your move is
Oh.
60.
Did the
Ooh.
horse make the saves?
You know, I just remembered the horse, so they saved.
Okay, I did too just now, and I was like, I wonder how the horse impacts phase movement decisions right now.
I need to make.
Wanting
I need to put in turtle horse artwork and actually put them in play.
I gave you some artwork? Was that what you were looking for with the turtle horse?
I'd have to look at it again.
Okay, I'll keep sending it. We can lock her down.
I'm just gonna move back here. I'm not gonna move too far back, but I'm gonna move
Okay.
back. Okay.
As you go to run,
Mm-hmm. They're gonna probably come after me.
the right one. Swing at you. And just too quick, it like almost grazes. It kind of clips the bottom of your hair.
Okay.
Oh no!
The top one.
It cleaned up
Low,
your split
low,
ends.
low,
Thanks.
See,
low.
13.
Yeah,
same
13.
thing. Like this turtle horse is quick, well trained from Kirameki's day of travel on it.
Thank you,
Oh.
Kirmaki.
Well, I think that Faye has been traveling on it all day herself and learning how to ride it, and I think that they've, as Faye's inner horse girl the horse loves her probably.
No, it was because of me.
Okay.
This top one is coming up to Adder's top left. Oh, my music stopped.
Ah,
My music stopped.
Yeah, you better play that music.
the horse can't pass the Bechdel Wallace test.
I had better luck when the music was playing.
Oh, that's too. Let's put that one back on for now. Anyways, it billows up its chest next to you. Every time I go to close the thing, I accidentally drop the template. Wow, you're just out of reach, so I need a deck save from Adder. Is it belches
Gotcha.
out some
I'll try to get on Founder here soon. I
Oiling.
just got home. Put another deck save. 12.
Daddy,
Is this
Yeah,
a
you're-
magical effect?
it is.
Daddy,
It's
Daddy.
magic, but you're able, you cross both your forearms up and look kind of peering through your fingers. You're able to, you're good. You're keeping it out of
Okay.
your face.
Gotcha.
Israfil.
As I see the smoke clear and see Bao still standing, I'll run over to the one closest. Well, actually, I'll run around Bao.
You'll feel that with certainty everything's gonna be okay.
Okay.
Everything's gonna be just fine. Probably.
Run up to where Faye was.
These guys have been rolling like shit, though.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get shit on.
And you
Dion.
guys have been rolling well for the most part,
Yeah, we're
Their
heroes.
saves
That's
haven't
what we
been good,
do.
and your saves have been good.
That's what we do. We're heroes, baby.
All right.
Till next time.
And we'll attack that guy up there.
Okay, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
baby.
Nat 20, baby.
And because of my new feature, I get an extra attack.
Ooh, fancy.
I should have called the -5 there, but I forgot about it for a second.
Oh, you got that great weapon master, eh?
Yep. Yes, sir.
See, again, if you guys don't have a Chadman in your party, really search for one. It's so good. Yeah, everybody needs one.
All right, and we will slash at him again if he's not dead already.
Going through my apocalypse playlist right now.
Apocalypse? What? We are underestimating this
No
encounter.
way. Oh my god.
Did you roll a nat 20?
Twice. Back to back, nat 20.
Smokes.
You get smoked.
That could be a good thing or a bad thing.
So I gotta.
Knock on some wood, dude.
Oh, that's
Dude,
not what I'm.
Hey, evil creatures, get smoked.
Get wrecked, nerds.
Get
Smoking up.
wrecked, nerds. Get dusted.
Happens when they smoke us out.
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
All right, I can't find the right feature. I was trying to see, but let me just roll my damage. I have
Back
like
to the
normal
pit. I mean, do you get as a bonus? Can you wait? Did that take your bonus action? The second attack?
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Because if it doesn't, then you could smite on top of that crit.
So
And
yeah,
you could send it to fucking hell back
if
where
you
it
were
came
trying to use
from.
Great Weapon Master, you get the extra attack from reducing it to 0 on a critical hit,
Oh, okay.
not just a critical hit.
Oh, so you need
Okay,
to
the
smite.
second one. Might as well smite.
Yeah,
Might as
so
well smite.
you can do smite damage and not the extra attack if you want.
You may as well use your highest level spell slot too with it.
So I actually had this as a question in the back of my mind. So smite is a special action. Can I use Thunder Smite and Divine Smite simultaneously, or
Thunder Smite
No?
needs to be declared ahead of time.
okay?
Divine
well,
Smite does not.
Mhm. Yeah,
But
but Thunder
confirm
Smite,
that
it's
you
like
can
keep
do
it,
both.
you like keep it in your pocket. You cast it and then you're holding on to it,
Yeah,
right?
that's
and it goes
yeah.
off when you hit. And then Divine Smite is when you hit, you can choose to power it up, right?
Correct.
That is correct.
Correct.
What is that from? Fuck. What is that old meme for
Don't
all you
get me from
millennials
Divine
out there?
Smite.
It's from Billy
For
Madison.
a total of
Yeah, it's a Billy
21
Madison
damage.
meme. Back to school.
Your smite would be doubled too. From the
So
crit.
then,
Another
so
D8.
then, one more D8. Okay.
Oh, that's who was the actor?
It's Chris Farley.
Whoops.
Chris Farley. God,
11.
God rest his soul.
I
11.
accidentally had you targeted, so you need to heal yourself for 5, if you don't mind, real quick.
Had who targeted?
I hit the apply button while I had him targeted, so it did the damage to him instead.
on.
Oh, so
Oh,
you
to
did
Israel?
exact damage.
Oh.
As you come down and go to smite this, you get like your tainted, your defender great Nodachi, like a light, kind of peers out of the hilt where it's normally, smoke, and as the light kind of like blinds this, like burns this thing away, and as like the smoke fumes start to dissipate, they're absorbed into the sheath of your Nodachi.
Right, did you just devour the monster?
So now, if you were to have a bonus action left, you could attack again.
I think smite is a bonus action. Divine smite.
Yeah, I'm saying that's why I said if.
Yeah.
If you were to reduce it to 0 and then.
Gotcha.
Yeah, actually.
Wait, did you just eat that thing? Did your sword eat that monster?
Wait, no, Divine Smite's not a bonus, it's a special action.
Yeah, Divine Smite's a special action. I actually still
So you do have a bonus action left. Now you can use your second attack.
It doesn't take a fucking. Oh, interesting.
Fight him again.
Dude,
Sorry,
just hit.
we're
Wait,
learning Great Weapon Master Paladin right now.
So hold on. So do you can we just use this first? Can we use that other nat 20 then?
It would have been.
Are you gonna make him reroll? Are you gonna be that kind of DM and make him reroll another attack, even though he's already rolled one?
Keep that. That's 12 damage. Right here.
I rolled normal instead of critical on the first one, so I had to roll it again. So it would have been without the.
You have 2 12s in a row, right?
Yeah.
2 12s in a row, so it'd be 24. And the same thing happens to this one.
You're right. Wait,
You
did
just
you
like
eat two? You ate
double slash through both of them, and the smoke is absorbed into your sheath.
This has never happened before, Bao. I don't know.
Dude, what does Israfil look like physically when the smoke is being absorbed?
You can see he's confused and almost slightly panicked.
As you're like, are you like holding the blade and like staring at it as it's doing it? Like,
Yeah.
what about his? Is there anything going on with his eyes or his veins or anything like that as it's happening? You know, does it seem stressful to him in any way? Seem like there's maybe an effect up on him physically, or ooh.
I guess that would be more of a DM question.
You mean like
As
as in
these
being
things are
affected by the
absorbed.
darkness itself at the moment?
Yeah, as the shadows
No.
are being absorbed to the blade, do I notice? Do we notice anything happening with him? Yeah, like is there no? Doesn't seem to be like there's any effect on him at all. It's like okay, all right, it's okay then.
No, other than he's like other than like his like he seems more distressed that he just murdered both of these things. Not murder, you know what I mean, but he seems more distressed than he is comforted after killing them. Other than that, no.
It wasn't even the strikes that are distressing him, but rather what happened.
Yeah.
Right, like with them being absorbed. He's confused. Okay. All right. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Probably.
I'll stand my ground there, kind of confused. And
All right. Bao is gonna impose himself between this Mephit and Adder, probably. I like this song, by the way. This Voidwalker Shadow beat, it's good. All right. Can I? Oh, I'm having a little trouble with Foundry. Okay. There. Oh yeah, it's taking a little time for me. There we go. Okay. So I'll step up beside this one, and I would like to, So it's 10 feet of movement. So then I would like to rage. And this time, whenever Bao rages, you see something different than every other time you've seen Bao rage. Every time you've seen Bao rage, it has been a competition. There have been rules in place that say that this is non-lethal, that this is friendly in some way, that we're all at an agreement as to where this stops. But this time, as Bao begins to walk forward, stones begin to pull from the ground and like kind of under you. At first you see them kind of rattle with each of his steps that are very heavy, right? Like it feels like he's stomping, but what you notice is he's not taking time to make his massive form less imposing upon those around him. Instead, he is allowing himself to be the size that he is as the ground rumbles with each step, and the stones rattle on the ground, and they begin to like magnets onto his skin as he gets larger with each breath. And he steps kind of in between Adder and this other one, and you see his whole form kind of becomes covered in the stone, and his face becomes flat and stoic in emotion, and he very swiftly, without laughing, untelegraphed, grabs the face and head with one hand, completely encapsulates this smoke demon, and grabs it with one hand. So I'd like to make a grapple.
All right. You grapple it.
Okay. Did I roll a 20? I rolled a 27 on my athletics check.
Nat 20.
That's a
Three
nat
nat
20?
20s in a
Okay.
row.
So yeah, Bao, like, he steps forward, all of the, and still as the rocks are like pulling themselves loose from the ground underneath him, his feet kind of, you realize this entire time he has been kind of intentionally lower, like placing his walking softly. He has been walking on eggshells this entire time as to not be imposing, to not be scary. And now he sinks into the ground. He destroys the things that he steps on. He grabs this Mephit by the head, and with one arm still kind of, one long, huge arm along the length of Adder, turns and pulls the Mephit away from him, and then begins to run with the Mephit in hand over towards the other one. Like, over here. And it is several sizes smaller than me, so I have full movement speed with it, and I just grab it by its face and I rip it away from my friends and I run towards the other one. Now holding this one above my head like a weapon, am ready to like I'm running at it like I'm gonna smash the two together. So that's my movement, that's my action, that's my bonus action. That's the end of my turn. Unless you'd like to give me something else, DM.
Moved it over there.
Yeah. Like grouping them together, yeah. Yeah. I'm about to take
You want it on top or bottom?
top for sure. Top
Okay.
for sure. Yeah. And the whole time you can see, as even though he was destroying everything in his path, the way that he moved his body around Adder, the way that his arm and his shoulder blades took consideration of the space that Adder was in to use his body to shield him from all of the things around him. But also you notice that Bao's face he's making an expression that you have never seen before. It's not anger. It's determination mixed with malevolence. He has bad intentions. And you've never seen Bao with bad intentions. But Bao intends to do something terrible. And everything in his path, everything between what he's intending to destroy is being destroyed. As roots are snapping, rocks, like you see, stones being forced into the ground, shattering. Branches just, turning into like shrapnel as he runs by them. And even the way that he grabs this creature's face is like almost as if he's punching it. It moves it backwards several feet when he grabs it and rips it away from his friends.
That ends your turn.
That ends my turn.
All right. Adder, what do you do? You have 5, 10, 15, 20. To your top left, you have 2 of these smoke creatures left, 25 feet away from you. 5, 10, 15, 20.
I got
And
you. I'm
I have
home.
one of them grappled.
I'm gonna move here. I think.
Oh, you're in.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, I'm in. I got home. I'm going to take a swipe at the one on the ground, coming through with Cripple trying to hook his legs out from under him.
The grappled one is above.
Oh, the grappled one. No, oh, okay, not the one that's
you-
grappled.
Yeah.
The one that
Okay.
the one that he's
So
about
the
to.
non-grappled one, you're right.
Yes,
Okay.
the one that's about. Let's see, and I want to do a trip attack on him. Let's see.
Okay.
I'd like to use that ability. Does that do it? Oh, I
Just
don't want to do
to-
that until I hit him. I thought
So to be clear, it's kind of hovering in front of you. Just want to make
It's kinda-
sure.
is it?
Yeah.
Can I reach him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. I was just, in terms of tripping
I got
a
you.
creature with wings flying in front of you.
I really didn't want to do that.
Just so you
I didn't wanna-
understand. Yeah.
I
Like
got
you would,
you.
I think that would be obvious. That it might be pretty difficult.
I didn't
Almost
want-
like the monkeys from the Wizard of Oz. Like the way they jump and
okay.
fly just a little
So,
when they're
okay, so
standing.
trip attack. If I can reach him, it would be, instead of trying to take his feet out from under him, it would be to try to hit his wing to get him to fall prone.
Got you. Okay. I understand.
I meant to use that feature only if I hit, and I think I already used it on accident, but it's okay.
I mean,
got
you can add it back. If it'll,
I got
yeah, when you hit, you can do it. So
16 hit.
16 hits. So yeah, then your superiority die is expended for the trip attack.
You're a battle master. What's up, dude? My
Right.
favorite.
Okay, so there's 10, and then I need to roll another d8.
Ooh.
So 13 damage.
Ooh.
And yeah, whatever
And he's prone.
I don't know. If he's prone. I think it's a 14, DC 14.
It is. He saves.
Ooh.
As you go to clip its wing, you hit and do damage. But he's able
Alright.
to kind of keep afloat. But you have the feeling that it can be tripped.
The
I'll
ink
take another attack.
of
that
as the
makes sense.
smoke as you separate the two halves of the wing, the ink hits the ground, but then reaches upward towards the body of it, keeping it still aloft, but barely.
Ah, brutal.
Hold on a second.
Oh no!
That one.
Do you just stab Bow in his ass cheek?
I will.
I'm currently large too, by the way. And I'd like to be large in a way that is in between me and his puts
I'll let
me-
you roll. You can roll a D100.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, ooh, interesting.
Okay, let's see. Roll. It's R/, right? D100.
You can also roll a D100 on the dice tray.
Oh heck.
It's
Oh,
slash
you
R.
can?
Yeah.
Uh,
It's /R space.
Right.
The dice tray has a
/R
D100 though. You
and
can just
then
click it
space.
and then hit
Yeah,
roll.
the very
if you want
the
to do
very
that way.
far right of the dice.
Oh, didn't know
Etma, I would like. So I'm currently large from
Mhm.
raging. So I would like to be large in a way that puts me me in between Israfil, most of my mass, like so basically down and left, like those 3 spaces.
Why is it not going to do 2? I just want 1d100. Roll it. No, it did 2 again. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. 95.
Yeah, like that.
What did I
As
roll?
he like kind of swings left, trying to steady himself from you tried to clip his wing.
Mhm.
Self-inflicted wound. Your attack ricochets back, and you hit yourself. Roll your damage. You already rolled your damage.
No.
You
I
take
didn't roll
8
my
damage.
Oh, you
No,
stab yourself at her? Oh,
that was
shit.
that was my 2 hit. That was my 2 hits. So I need to roll. I need to roll.
Oh yeah, you're right. That was correct.
So you accidentally
It's
hit
still
yourself
8.
at her?
8 damage. Yeah, I fucking slashed myself in the
Oh no.
arm. I'm going to I'm gonna action third. So
They're crafty. They're slippery.
Bao is gonna turn to Adder when this happens, and you hear like the grinding of stone. Adder, relax. These things will die. Focus. It is important, or our friends will die. Or leave. Pick one.
Does that end your turn?
no, I action surge and I'll make another attack.
All right.
Whenever so I look at Adder and give him a tough talking to, basically.
Yeah.
Pick one.
I just,
Be helpful or leave.
I just kind of
You
frown.
hit.
I kind of frown at you, but then again, I'm like, you're right. And I go back in for another attack. 26 to hit. There's
What
my
was your
damage.
security die earlier? 3, 13. Okay.
Yeah. And then, so there's 8 damage. Does that kill him?
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Ooh. It's like his you see like this black ichor seeping from what physical parts of him there are, and his smoke is very faint.
Gotcha. So it's not quite there then, huh? I'll use a maneuver then.
Okay.
And I'll try to knock him prone again. And that's a D8. Come on. 5 more.
How do you kill it?
Oh yeah.
I think as Val says that again, like I just cut into my own arm.
Really good too. Like
And then
pretty good.
he'll hear Val, and I just jump up, and instead of going for his wing, like I jump up and I try to hook him directly in his face, miss a little bit, and it just hooks him straight in the neck, and I just freaking gut him on my way back down.
Nice. You didn't sheath your sword, right, Mr. Phil?
That's my turn
Okay.
too.
Did you run it across and like sheath very samurai style?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Mr.
Yeah.
Phil, did you sheath your Nadachi?
No, I did not. So no, I didn't.
Yeah, and some more of that smoke into your sheath. Kirameki.
Run up. Going to, as I'm running, sound waves begin to pulse off of my blade, and I'm gonna use booming blade. Uh, 15 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, so and I got bows holding them within 5 feet, so that'll give me my sneak attack as well.
I'll lower them. Yeah, like I'll as I see. So what happens as you approach? And I'll like hold them. I'll grab each wing as he begins to approach, and like hold them steady for Kirameki to make his strike.
So 9 points of damage, and then I'll bonus action. Let's see, cunning action has dash, right?
Yes, cunning action does have dash.
Okay, and then I'll just move back my 50 feet.
Did Faye go?
Like the wind.
They went earlier. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I hit it with booming blade, so if it moves out of its space, it takes additional thunder damage. But Kirameki basically just, like, in intense speed, bursts forward, bows like holding its wings out, and you guys just see Kirameki like appear on the other side, and a blade comes like sticking through its chest, and as he pulls it back, you hear like another sonic boom, and he's back to where he's at, or
And
where
there's,
he
like,
was before.
Wind swirling around the creature.
And that's my turn.
Big.
The blades of grass, like in this field, like are like laying down in line formations of all of Karameki's movement. You don't see Kirameki, you just see like tunnels of wind pushing the grass downward as the paths he moves through.
Can I come up to here? 50?
That'll take your entire. Or wait, no, you're on a horse. Yeah, you can.
That's
Forget
he's on a
that.
horse. Yeah. What'd you name it again?
then-
Peppermint?
No.
No? That's a
No.
great horse name.
I'm naming him
Kirameki's
Turtle.
horse's name is Whiskey.
Whiskey.
Whiskey, that's it.
Mm.
My little whiskey turtle.
My little
I'm going
whiskey turtle.
to do acid splash again. And if I can click this here once.
In my head, Mama Woes, in my head I see Faye like riding up, and then the book kind of like the pages flipping as it floats in front of her, and she moves her hands and pulls out of the book like this kind of globule of liquid, almost like in space when you see liquids in space. And then she
Wind
like
up.
Yep, and then she does a wind up, and the runes like kind of like getting around it, and she pushes it forward, and it turns into like a mist or a line of liquid.
Did I get it
as-
this time?
As
So?
Faye rolls around behind me, I will grab, I'll grab the creature because I have it by its wings, and I'll turn to face it towards Faye's attack.
Did I hit it?
Yeah, 1 second. I need to make another roll.
Okay.
Because if you guys fumble, it fumbles too.
Oh, what's the? Oh, I rolled a nat 1. Oh no.
I roll damage.
Yeah. Add a. I think what I'm going to do is you're going to add a d6.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, I think it
Awesome.
already formulates that way, right?
Well, you're going to add another one.
An additional, based on the fact that it.
So
Yeah,
you're
that
gonna
it failed.
you're gonna click damage and then you're gonna roll an additional d6. So just hit the damage button and then roll another one.
It still had
Okay.
its eyes open and its mouth open.
3 plus.
3.
Oh, nice. 8 damage.
Right?
Acid damage.
Yeah,
I like
it's
how-
like burning pustules on the physical portions of its body.
Mm.
It is alive, but its smoke is like looking faint.
And
Uh,
slowly creeping towards Kirameki's blade, probably
And then I'm
as the
just.
end of its life.
Oh, I already used my movement. Did I use all of it? I can't move again,
Or-
right?
Or
You
uh,
have
is
10
Phil's
feet
blade.
left.
Okay, I'm just gonna step back behind Bow here.
Okay.
What was that?
Yeah, I don't know.
My daughter.
I was
That
about
was
to
your
say,
daughter.
sounds like
Yeah.
life checking on his
Oh.
bees.
What's
I
your
didn't know what
What's
that
your
was.
daughter's name? What's your daughter's name?
Sophia.
Sophia. Oh,
It
Sophia just
sound
wants
like
to
a bunch of
play.
bees. So cute.
Sophia just wants to play.
That little thing made that noise.
It is going to attack
Oh,
Bow.
I'm hiding behind that.
18 hits.
Yes. I'm going to use my stone skin endurance, and as it attacks me, the stones on my body begin to move from various places, and then stones begin to rupture from the ground in place of where to kind of like they begin crawling up my legs, right, and to like kind of thicken the place where it would strike me. And let me go to my features, and I will roll for how much damage reduction that I get from Stone Skin Endurance. Did it
Roll
roll?
a D? No.
Okay.
You can click the D12 though in the chat and it should roll it.
Okay. D12 plus my con. Oh, nope. That's not it. I'm having really bad lag on my end, just so everybody knows. All right. So 7 plus Bow's Constitution modifier. So I reduce the damage by 10.
As it goes to slash you, it just fractions off chunks of stone that come up into place right in front of you.
The stone not only fractures off, but begins to climb around the creature's attack, and it begins to did it strike me with its claw?
Mhm.
So it begins to climb around this creature's claw in my chest, and like almost holding its hand in place, right, as it's climbing slowly towards its elbow, and I grab it by that hand, and then I grab its other flailing wrist, and then I pick it up above my head with both hands, like I'm airing out an old sweater or like a sheet, you know, and I'm gonna slam it into the ground with I'm gonna grab both its wrists, kind of like how I had Israfil in our fight, where I was like swinging him around. But instead, I'm gonna pick it up above my head, and I'm gonna you see Bao's form is not that of a practiced martial artist, but rather of a natural athlete. And his body moves as like you would see a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old child, where it's very natural, and then he kind of jumps into the air just a little bit, and this does seem to be practiced though, like it's very natural, and he cries out with anger isn't the right word, and fear isn't the right word. It's not anger, it's not fear. He's not, but he with the intention of destroying this thing because of what it could do to his friends. And then he kind of slams it into the ground as hard as he can, not letting go of its wrists either, and over again. And then as his body, as the downward motion gives way, he swings it kind of in an arch to the left and to the right, and it's just like he's dragging it, like when he hits it into the ground, he continues his arm motion across in front of him so that it can lift into the air, and he can slam it down again and pull it across the ground, and he's using the earth itself as a weapon to destroy this thing, to rend this thing lifeless, almost like throwing a tantrum, but it's very natural and practiced, and it's purposeful, and the purpose is to kill this thing so that it cannot hurt anyone else. And I believe I have a feature here that should play into this.
Hope so.
Yeah.
I do. Martial toss. So it does 2d6 plus my strength modifier.
It's not your turn.
Oh, it's not. I thought it said it was my turn.
Mm-mm. No, it attacked you.
Oh,
You used a
it is-
reaction.
Oh, my bad. I'm so sorry. It's your Phil's turn. No, the thing came up and it said it's your turn. I guess next, maybe.
Yeah,
Was
you're
at
up.
the very
Since
end of
you're
that.
up next.
Oh, my bad. I'm so sorry. Hey, is there
I was
Phil?
wondering. I was like, man, this is quite a reaction.
This is
It's
yeah.
about to
Yeah,
happen. It's
yeah,
like, what's
hell
going
of
on?
Not only did he reduce damage, but then he like kills it. My bad. So instead, I guess, as Faye does the acid, Bao is prepared. Like you can see, like the grip on it. Bao like grips it, and I can Israfil. As Israfil begins to move, Bao turns, holding this thing, almost presenting it towards Israfil. I don't know where you're moving to hit it.
I was gonna move to it. Also,
You're gonna move. Okay.
yeah,
You can move through our spaces. You can move through friendly spaces.
I know.
Oh, but you're still gonna do like a.
I'm gonna confront Adder first.
Oh.
We're gonna teach you how to use those swords. You're taking sword training up with me.
Matters just like
Does a black snake blush? That's the question.
And so as Israfil like he goes past and then runs forward. I'm sure it's you're like a samurai, right? So it's very mechanical. It's very precise in your movements. I will kind of swing the creature in like almost throw it at your blade, kind of thing, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm down for it.
For you to strike. I can chase after it if you miss. It's fine. I don't think you'll miss though. You killed 2 in 1 turn, like a psycho.
Just for the fun of it, I'm gonna take the -5 to my roll.
Oh yeah, let's go.
For a 16. Does a
Hits.
16 hit?
Yeah. So I like loose it towards you,
21.
and you have like the perfect. It's like flying towards you for the perfect samurai strike, unable to control its own movements.
For 21 damage.
My God.
It dies.
Everything goes black except for a single white flash of a blade.
I want to see what this blade does again. Does it absorb?
Go
Sure.
Israel.
It's gonna absorb it, Chadman.
Right.
Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck
he
do you
does
think's gonna
like
happen?
the typical samurai slash through, you know, and like there's like the
Ooh.
light of Heiwa beams off the blade for a moment, and as
There's
the
always when a samurai strikes, there's always a moment of like cherry blossoms or butterflies or something that's intrinsic to like the soft part of a samurai, you know, like as they're like sitting there with their blade out, and there's like the soft moment in in an anime. It's like there's always those. So what is that for Israfil, I wonder? What is that? What is Israfil's soft moment?
the
Yes.
beam of light from Heiwa that I
Oh.
was describing.
Mhm.
Like
It's a beam from the sun, from the moon?
off, like from the blade itself.
Ooh.
And as he slashes through it, and he like does the blade flick, the smoke from the creature is like zipped over to your sheath and into it.
And I'll sheath my blade.
Bao is going to pull up some stones from the ground, as a yoken. He's like you can see a stone is going to come into each hand that's the size of maybe like a barrel of liquor, like just rip out of the ground, and then he's going to crash them together above his head, and just in a moment of releasing his own this kind of intent that he has within him, and then all the stones gonna kind of slowly slide off of him as he begins to become his normal size again. And almost dissociating, like stoic. He's not laughing. And then he's going to walk away from you guys into the woods alone. As like the stone like sloshes off of him.
Combat's over,
Yay.
and Bao stormed off into the tall grass.
Israel. You rock.
Yep.
Well, that was easy.
Are you sure this is the safest route, Kirameki?
Uh,
Well off the beaten path.
I don't know about the safest, but you know, it's more scenic, more opportunity.
Looks like there's a road up here.
That's kind of the beaten patrol path you guys were kind of using.
Okay.
I mean, I was told by those guards that, you know, there's a shrine up here that we might be able to find some answers to help Adder unlock some water bending potential.
I thought that was what
Oh.
your friends of the White Lotus were for.
I like as he's saying that, I've taken some water out of my flask or whatever you call it, container, and I'm like currently I've sheathed my swords and I'm like using it on where I've cut myself, and it's cleaning it up and healing it. And I'll use second wind, heal myself back up to full.
I mean, yeah, the White Lotus, they have plenty of information and help to be able to, sell our talents. But you got to find them. It's the issue.
It sounds I'm willing to learn. I learned a lot from the Tide Mages, but there's a problem when it comes to being practical in a fight. And I'll make this. I'll do my hand movements that I was shown, and like you see this sphere of water like flowing back and forth, and I'm moving it back and forth, and then I'm trying to hold concentration on it, and I pull my swords out, and it just falls to the ground, splatters on the ground. So I can't do both yet, but I know that there's a way because, and then I do the motion that I learned when we were training with the White Lotus, and I like sweep across the ground and throw basically, and a jet of water just like faster than a bullet flies out and hits a tree. I know there's
Splinters through it, like pierces it.
I know there's something to it, but I'm having trouble using it somehow. Just in this one way.
Very well. We can raise our combat readiness. Can proceed.
Isserfil, what's your has your sword done this before? I've never noticed your sheath absorbing or whatever was happening there.
I've never had this happen before. This is something new, something different. I'll have to pray on this and see what Haywa will reveal to me.
Kind of creepy, if you ask me. But hey, the results seemed pretty great, so
Yeah, effective.
can't argue with that.
And you were right, Isserfil, I guess I need to be training a little more. I can't believe I did that.
Yes. Tonight before bed, you will be doing 1,000 slashes with your sword.
Make
sure you don't take stuff yet.
You know, that sounds like a lot, but sure.
Oh man, that's great. Dang.
What about
You said your horses are big, apparently.
Oh my.
Oh wow. No wonder Bao had to headbutt him to get him in order.
I think I'll go looking for Bao, and like as I'm passing Faye, I'll just because I think that was the first time that Adder's ever seen her casting spells. Really, I don't know if he's noticed it before. And he'll say to Faye as he's walking by, I think I see why you're constantly reading that book.
Muted, possibly.
Yes, I am muted. Adder, you're the one with the injury, right?
I healed myself. I'm back to full health, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, I was the one that stabbed myself during that fight.
Yeah. I remember that now. That's kinda hard to-
Fucking Adder. Adder's got it so bad, dude. The dice are Adder's. He just wants to be. Adder's like his story is I want to be taken seriously and I want to be the best ever at combat. And then the dice are like, but
Nope.
you're a little silly, buddy.
Be humble.
They're trying to get you to be humble. Yeah.
And as you're talking to me, I'm just still looking in my book because I got all those lotus petals and
Mhm.
I was reading. I think
As
but I
like
can cure, or I can't cure, but I can help some skin irritation or anti-inflammatory with some of that. So I
It's
know
funny.
it's good for that.
Gotcha.
I can
we
be
just
reading
killed
up on stuff.
we just killed monsters. Faye, face in the book immediately.
Yeah, I gotta take care of my people. You guys took me in, so fair's fair, right?
And you
I'm
said that
ashamed.
book was, you said that was a gift or something left for you?
Yes, from my mother. Which that's why I'm looking for her, and I just heard that they are.
Since we
It's
get
very,
since we get
very,
more of instead of Faye's face, we get more of the backside of the book, and it's her mother's book. What does the cover? What parts of the cover of the book are kind of? What does it look like?
Just-
What would her
it's
mother
just
have made the outside of the book look like?
It's just a brown leather book because I don't think she really wanted others to know.
raise suspicion
Ah.
about it.
So it
Yeah.
wasn't so it's more utilitarian than it is.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Are there any kind of
To you guys, at first, you should only think I just have a book.
Mhm.
so
Until
yeah
I
so
start opening up, I'll start sharing more with you guys.
yeah so we don't notice like right out the gate any personalizations to it. Okay,
Mm-mm.
cool.
Well,
It's big AF.
That's the
Big,
big.
huge book.
Yeah,
It's a
it's
really
big.
big book. Yeah, that
Barely
tome,
fits in my bag.
a grimoire.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it like floats in front of her hand when she casts spells. It's kind
Uh-oh.
of unique.
And that's and then the way that the spells the
But-
that's something that I'll be starting to pay attention to, the energy that comes out of the book and the energy that is already on Faye's hand, if the differences between those and all that. I'll be starting to look for that.
We'll do our best. We'll do our best to find her, and it's very special. I've never seen anything like that. I'm gonna go look for Bao, and I'll head to find Bao wherever he is.
The path through the woods that Bao has made is very easy to follow. It looks like a elephant or a bear, or they're like broken, like freshly broken branches, and it is a straight line
Mm-hmm.
of like freshly broken and destroyed foliage as he's just a straight line through the woods. And it's it's getting smaller and smaller as he's going from large to his medium size or whatever. But it's and you can hear the snapping and stomping and of nature around him, kind of a bit of yelling, grunting, somebody who's like counting, so basically like somebody who has an anger problem and they're counting to 10, but it's taking more like a count to 100 kind of thing.
I think I'll ride since you've cleared out such a wide path, big enough for me to ride my horse through. I'll bring my horse. I won't get too close, but I'll just get to where I can see you, and I'll just sit there mounted on my horse.
Kirameki just flies up like 200 feet to keep an eye out, and it's like, assuming that I can see Bao stomping off, just kind of thinks curiously, like, is that a temper tantrum just happened?
You see like I don't think like I think the branches cover his location, but you do see trees shaking and stuff. and whatnot and it eventually, after maybe 100 feet or so, like it stops.
Yeah, it's like knee-high grass.
You see like birds leaving trees and stuff, and or birds like flying from the knee-high grass, and you see like animals skittering away. He's not being quiet and stealthy at all. He's like he's imposing himself on the world around him, which is telling, because up to this point he has made it you now kind of realize he's been very careful to not do that. It's like he's spending he's exerting energy to not have be a problem to the world around him. He's so large, the world isn't built for him. He can very easily break and hurt the things around him, and now you can see he's let go of that, and he's kind of slowly pulling himself back in.
Once it looks like he's kind of like catching his breath, or however he's like settling down. I'm going to like shoot a little jet of water at him and like just hit him like on the shoulder or something, nothing damaging, just to get his attention. You okay, Val?
As you begin to say that, as soon as the water hits him, he spins around swiftly, his arm in the motion of a strike towards your location, as his arm begins to move forward, trailing stones begin to pull out of the ground into his hand, into a projectile, and as he locks eyes with you, he stops, and they fall from his clenched fist like sand. He says nothing.
Oh.
And turns away and kind of sits on a stone, holding his own knees, and looks into a pool of water.
I'll just ride up a little bit closer to him. I'll let him sit there, and I won't bother him. I'll just sit there mounted on my horse, and I'll wait until he's done and starts to head back towards the group. I'll just kind of hang out here with him. I won't try to talk or anything.
After a minute or two, don't like it. Don't like to hurt things. Well, I don't know if that's right. It feels like I'm supposed to.
You're good at it.
Yeah. But I love things. I love, the people around me, the things around me. I think Bao will try to hold his hand up and kind of just sit waiting, with like a piece of food or something, waiting for a bird or whatever, the nature to kind of approach him, kind of thing, and just wait, and throwing some of the fruits or seeds from the trees that he was breaking. You realize he's been kind of collecting them. He wasn't just breaking things, he also was pulling seeds from the grasses, and he throws them out to like the squirrels and the birds and stuff, and he stares at them as they, several 15, 20 feet away from him, and as they are eating them. I love things. It's beautiful. Life is beautiful. And he looks at his hands.
I don't think those things were natural or beautiful at all. Some things are just not supposed to be here. I don't think those, whatever those were supposed to be here. Do you?
I don't know. It's just, and these like large hands that you've seen before as weapons of destruction, and he like gently places them on his own head. It's hard. I don't understand sometimes why Yara, why the mother wants me to be the one to kill them.
Well,
Am I supposed to kill?
I can't answer that for you. No, I would say this. If someone was to be so strong and so able to kill, I'm glad that they have a good heart. Because an evil person with your strength would be a danger to the world.
It
And
hurts. It hurts.
and there probably is. There probably is some very powerful, there definitely is some very powerful, very evil things.
It's easy. I think about those other people, maybe like me. It's easy to kill. It's easy to hurt. Don't know. And he'll throw another handful of the seeds and stuff to the animals. Maybe they'll understand. Maybe they've never seen how beautiful the world can be. And it makes me question, do they not deserve an opportunity like I have been given? To change? To protect instead of destroy?
I don't know. I don't know about.
If I ask and you get hurt, should I not ask? Should I deny them the opportunity for your life? Or mine?
Well, that's your decision. I don't know if you would think that my life is worth that.
Your,
I don't want you to lose your um.
your
You don't.
life? The worth of your life? There's a... Okay, so the same... He walks towards you with the same kind of intention that he walked towards the method, like the smoke demons with. The same disregard of politeness, and picks you up from the horse and holds your face close to his. How your life, the worth, is immeasurable. Your
I think
worth.
so.
You are worth something, Eder.
I think so. I just didn't know if I would blame you if you didn't think that mine was more worth more than others. And as I'm sitting there being kind of squeezed,
Life is... Do not compare.
If I could see them, I'd be like, "Hey, Israfil, I think Bao's killing at her."
Yeah, you see it. So I was getting ready to, as this was happening, I was getting ready to pull over to the other group. So perfect timing.
Yeah. And I'll just at the end of this scene, of course your life is worth something. And Bao will hold at her like in a hug. And kind of while like use hugging at her to calm himself down.
and I'll just say while I'm getting hugged, but it feels a lot safer with you around about. And I just kind of pat him on the like shoulder. I can't even reach his back.
You feel something familiar to the blood you felt earlier on from your shoulder where Bao's face is, and realize that it's a few tears that have come up at the idea that you don't value your life.
Hmm.
And that you would compare one life to another in value. And he just holds you. And he uses Bao is using you to calm himself down, like as purpose. There's something about you needing someone to help you that helps him.
Sorry, Evan, we took too much time.
He's squeezing him. Adder's tapping out and he's not letting go.
Hearing that, I immediately start dashing over with the horse. Adder, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Coconuts. And yeah, you hear, you seeing the bear hug.
I'm gonna look back at Israfil and say, does he do this all the time?
I'm already jetting towards them to make sure that he's not killing Adder.
You look to where Israel was standing, and it's just like moving grasses, like in the direction he was going.
Are you following them, Faye?
I think Faye does the thing where she's
Yes.
talking to somebody while reading her book, and then looks up and realizes, how long have I been talking to myself? When did they leave?
Yes, I'm gonna follow them.
Yeah, you guys roll up on, the scene.
Adder, are you alive? Are you okay? Bao, what's going on?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
It's okay. Everything's fine.
I'll set Adder on his horse. I'm sorry. That I became angry. That I was scared. I'm sorry I was scared. I did not want you all to become hurt. And I acted in a way that was dangerous. Please do not think that I would ever hurt you. And you see, Bao is actually, his shoulders are he's actually kind of made himself small a little. I don't, and his movements are very small as well. He's just barely moving his hands. in his head, kind of as he sits. I don't want you to think that I would ever do these things to you. But I was scared that they would hurt you.
I mean, I can understand that. It's just, you have to understand from my perspective, at a distance, you stormed off angry, and then suddenly had Adder grappled into a bear hug. I had to make sure the scene was safe.
Our friend Adder had the moment of not valuing his own life, so I swept him up to ensure him that he does have value. I would do the same for all of you.
We appreciate that, Bao. And
But
we know.
I don't want you to think what I did to those creatures is something that I would ever do to you. I'm not, I guess, capable in my heart of doing that to you. And
I'll hop off of my horse and walk towards Bao, put a hand on his shoulder, kind of look him face to face. I understand.
he looks up at you, which is the first time that's ever happened. The way he's kind of set down, he looks up at you, almost childlike. Scared that he's going to who he is too dangerous, or is something that will threaten you, that will threaten everyone.
While you're talking, Kirmeki clicks his staff and flies up to the air.
Oh,
Give me a perception.
Kirameki avoids emotional conversation and fucking dips. Ew, emotions.
a
Today is
26.
the day of nat 20s.
Yeah.
Hey, not 20.
Gosh dang.
Well, as the sun is beginning to set, you notice. Dang, it's so good. Notice a lot about it. You kind of were able to make out the, I don't know if ebbs and flows is the right word, of the different patrol paths and stuff through these hills. And you kind of squint. You're squinting kind of far, where the soldier noted the water shrine is, and you kind of a spot where the hills kind of come together. Not a valley because they're not mountains, but they're bigger hills compared to the rest. Mountains, I guess, is the right word. And you see a little flicker of kind of firelight in that valley where the sun's not hitting anymore, and a little bit of smoke in the distance. And you're pretty sure, as high up as you are, it's another like 6 to 8 hours of traveling the way you guys are to get there.
It's the smoke of like a campfire or a stove or an oven or something, rather than like a burning village kind of smoke. Probably.
Yeah.
The
I'll
smoke of
fly
a
down to the other
civilization.
three, and it's like, whoa, I don't what's going on here, but I think I see our destination up ahead. The shrine between the hills. It's about 8 hours out. If I had to guess.
All right.
At 20 perception.
Mhm.
Just the time of day. Just
Wait,
time.
does the fire tell us like is it like a fire of like like 3 or 5, like a couple people, or is it like a fire of 20, a fire of 50, like 3 or 4 fires going, says a lot.
It's like
Says-
I mean, it's like 8 hours away, so not
Oh, okay.
gonna be able to discern that.
Okay. Like this, like a, okay, like a single fire versus 5 or something.
Well, let's go. I'm ready.
Mm.
You guys good? You hurt? Adder, I thought I saw you cut yourself in the fight.
He stabbed himself.
Not sure
during
why
this
you would do
fight.
that, but
He was I think he was excited. Are you okay? You want to train to be... You said you are trained, but you became very excited to hurt or protect or something. What's...
I think, okay, so Adder has this cobra hood, right? And it's kind of like, it's normally kind of, it looks like long hair. And it's, at this point, it's just like kind of drooping like on his face. And he's just like staring at the ground as everybody's talking. Isafil, I guess I'll
Yes.
have to do those 1,000 swipes on horseback today. I hope that is sufficient.
You can do half on horseback, the other half before bed. Be sure
Very
to
well. Adder starts riding in the direction, pulls one sword out. 1, 2, 3.
yeah, he's gonna decapitate that horse. Watch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta watch. Don't make me.
horse,
Don't make
the
me.
horse is like, the
Don't
horse
make
is
me
fucking
roll.
freaking out, dude. The
Don't-
horse is
Evan,
freaking out.
Evan,
I'm
don't
not.
make me roll.
I'm not.
Thank you.
You've been riding enough. It's like the reason why there's no like ride check per se anymore is because technically most adventurers you've used a horse before, but then you've also been riding it now and went through some checks to where like to just ride your horse, it's not.
Yeah, everything is pointing towards me rolling a natural 1 if he was to have me do a check. So thanks.
Is that
Yeah.
is that your oldest son, Chadman, like hanging out in the corner there?
It is.
He can hang out a little closer if he wants. There he goes. Yeah.
He had an earbud in earlier, but then he went outside and a bunch of noise.
Oh yeah. So while we're riding, or I'll and I'm kind of like jogging beside, I'll kind of go over to Faye. Hey, if I have a question for you.
If you go back up there, leave the earbud in here, okay?
Faye?
Yeah.
And I like, she's not looking away from the book. Oh, could I bother you for maybe 1 second? Hey, so I'm sorry if it was about my violence earlier. I was worried for you.
Telling me you don't need to worry about me.
Well, I don't know that I can control that. If that is okay. I think I will
Okay.
always.
It's okay.
Okay, thank you. I don't want you to be scared.
So
But
you-
something happened. In those creatures, they they did something strange I've never seen. And I'll look over at Kirameki's blade wherever he's riding. Probably in the front,
Israfil.
you know, or Israfil. Yeah, Israfil's leading us, right? And I'll look at
Mhm.
Israfil leading us.
I think so.
Is this normal? I don't know. This is strange to me. You might understand more than I. You know, you seem to know more. Maybe, do you know what happened? Is this hurting Israfil in some way? Maybe. They did not seem like creatures. They were made of smoke. They were made of darkness, evil. I could feel it when I touched their skin, and their skin touched my hands as I grabbed them. Hatred. And then they, when we destroyed them, they became smoke, and they went into the sword that Israfil carries on his side. And that is a lot of evil for someone to carry with them, maybe? I don't know. It just feels... I'm worried, maybe. Do you know anything about this? Do you understand it? Faye? Oh, you're muted.
You said you were talking to Israfil.
No. I'm talking to you about
Oh, okay.
Israfil. I'm talking to
Sorry
you
about that.
about. I like look toward. Yeah. I was looking towards Israfil's blade and like pointing out and just talking to
Gotcha.
you about Israfil.
It's a very well spoken mountain man.
I have wisdom.
You
All
are?
right. Yes, the wisdom. Hey, I'm not the smart in person. Okay, I'm not. I don't. I cannot read the books like you read, but it's the you know. My grandmother raised me to look at things and see them for what they are, and to not try to make them something else. And so I don't want to be scared of something that is okay, but I don't want my friend to be hurt. And the evil, I felt it in my skin when I touched them. As I had my hands on them, it was like being touched by lightning or like hatred. It was and now he carries it with him, and it's a lot to carry. I don't want him to be
I'll
hurt.
ask about, was that your first fight?
No.
Hmm.
No, Faye. But this is the first time you have seen me. I don't often let people. It's not often that I have to hurt people or things with the intention of taking their lives from them. I don't like to. Things deserve to be alive. I think.
Do.
The
But if
gods
they're
gave.
putting you in danger, you have to do something.
I think it's, for me, danger is different. If they're putting my friends in danger, it's. But the gods gave them life for a reason. I did. Who am I but to take that away from them? I'm no god. I don't. It's a very powerful thing to take a life before it is done. Before the gods intend. Right? And so I've seen very many people be scared of what my ability to do that, and I want people to feel safe and not scared. But now I'm more concerned with Israfil and something about his sword consumed. It ate the creatures. But I don't understand this. That has to be a lot. There's so much evil. And do you know what happened? Do you know why this happened? What was, or what's even occurred? Is it hurting him?
I don't know. I can't answer that.
What should we do? If it is hurting him, how do we keep him safe?
There's plenty of us. We'll be okay.
But what if he's not okay?
Could I have a quick conversation with Israfil while I'm riding alongside him? Oh,
Yes, you can.
Nice.
Okay.
I like that. Yeah.
So I'm riding alongside Israfil, and Israfil, I had these blades were my grandfather's, and I had a experience in training.
Are
And
you
I
still doing
tell him
your
I
reps?
won't go through everything, but yeah, as I'm swinging them, yeah. Uh, I'll tell Israfil everything that happened about when we were basically my dream, the vision I saw of like the serpents from my blade handles uh, striking me, and then the dream that I had and all of that. I'll tell Israfil everything. I said that to say all of this, or said all of that to say this. If you have anything going on, you have nightmares or feel like something's changing, you can talk to me about it.
I'm not quite sure what's going on myself. I mean, with this blade, it once held such light, but it's become darker as my time on the mountain, and even to this day now absorbing the malice of those monsters that attacked us. It's all new to me.
Right. Well, mine, I haven't seen anything since then. They felt different the next day when I woke up. So far, that's the only change that I've seen. If something does change with me and my weapons, I'll let you know though. And for the safety of all of us, if something was to happen with yours, I'd appreciate you to say something to someone.
I hope that I have the time to with the power that this blade actually may wield.
I just looked at everybody's passive perceptions. So, Kiribaki, you're hovering over them as they're trotting along. Still trying to be observant. And you notice that the sun's beginning to set. So those oranges and purples are going over the horizon through the clouds. You do notice a few more, like some of the rain clouds beginning to form. They're not just dark because it's getting dark, but um, may storm soon. And they have like a purple hue to them, and then you kind of notice like the air around you is almost like you're looking through a purple tinted lens, and you, as you swoop down to let the group know, like something might not be right. You notice, you know, because of the tint, and you know the setting sun. You know, it might just be normal. It's the setting sun creating this color distortion. You notice this like opening in the ground, and like these tentacles come out.
Oh
And
shit!
you swoop back up and call out. You know, like what do you like look like? What do you kind of call out? Like look out. You have like just not even a full phrase.
Yeah, look out. That's exactly what I said.
Okay.
Look
I
out!
need
What are the
everyone
tentacles? What are the tentacles made of? Are they made of like flesh?
yeah, with suction cups. And
Oh
Oh
wow!
snap!
I need everyone to make a
An animation?
reflex. No, deck save.
Oh, just me and Spio. Okay.
No, everyone except Spia.
And how big are the tentacles?
Kraken sized.
So 20 feet long, 30 feet long, 5
Yeah,
feet wide,
20 to 30.
about 5 feet wide. And they're made of like fleshy kind of octopus tentacle flesh or roots, or there's shadow, or what are they made of?
Flesh. Yeah.
Flesh.
Kraken octopus flesh.
Have you seen the
Okay.
intro video? Have you seen the Dungeon Master screen?
Yeah, that. That, okay.
So I got a
When
13.
Karameki yells out, are we under the surprised condition, or does that allow me to have my danger sense advantage?
With this one, and because of the conversation, and because of how low your passive perception is,
Okay.
like the whole scene, like it just to you, it just appeared like it's this normal sunset, like the hue of the sky and the environment around you.
Yeah.
But it is a little more unnatural than that. So I'm gonna say with this one, no.
Okay.
Um,
I think I'm like looking over Faye's book towards like some symbol that her mother, like I'm like getting a little peek into maybe something personal about her book before it comes up, and don't get to catch it because it's drawing my attention away.
my saves are so trash.
So you rolled a 31.
Athletics
Oof.
skill check.
Oof.
Wrong check.
All right, so that's only going to be a 20 for me.
Wrong.
13
Roll
on the
that
die,
side.
but that was an athletics check, not a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, my bad. That will change it. 13 plus my dex save.
Yeah, don't re-roll. Just give me the number difference.
Is gonna
Modifier
be so a 17.
Okay.
The ride doesn't count as a short rest or anything, does it?
No.
I
You
don't
were
think so.
actively.
Yeah, I know, right? Like,
Yeah.
I was like, I was concerned with the fact that nobody wanted to like camp for the night. To tell you the truth,
Rolling your horses, dex saves.
not for me though.
Yeah, I got access to mine.
Oh
Oh.
shoot! I forgot I did that.
Give everybody access.
No,
Wait.
I gave the owners of the horses access.
Whiskey has proficiency in stealth.
I already
That has been established.
made a roll for whiskey, so I'm just gonna
Okay.
finish the last one.
Okay.
All 3 horses did save.
I sure hope you did better than
But They saved, but Faye, a tentacle lashes out,
Oh
and
no.
you are restrained.
Mm.
Israfil, a tentacle lashes out, and you are restrained. Adder, a tentacle lashes out, and you are restrained. Your horses make it
Scatter.
away, leap over, kind of scatter back into the brush off the path. Kirameki, you are good, and Bao, you as you look, you're looking at her, like kind of like peeking over, and as you're trotting next to
Just kind of
uh,
talking and
Faye, and
taking. I
as
can't
you
help
look
but notice.
forward and you see this
I'm so
tentacle
tall.
come flying past you, and
I
you
duck.
like jump over it, duck, punch, uppercut it,
Yeah, I like get out of the way, and that's the one that grabs Faye.
You are currently 30 feet away from this rift. Everyone that is restrained.
Oh no.
You're dead.
Oh no. This is Bao's worst nightmare where he has to choose between his friends.
Take one. Nice, lucky. You take one bludgeoning damage, and you take 5 acid damage. And you are now, you're 30 feet. What do you guys do? I'm gonna put you guys in turn order. Yeah, I'm just gonna put you guys in turn order.
Let's
I'll
see.
give you
So
guys
one. So we took 6
initiatives.
damage.
Bao
Yes.
sees
You
all
took
of his
1 bludgeoning and 5 acid.
Gotcha.
Bao sees all of his friends being like ripped off of their steeds. Sees Kirameki like roll out of the way as one like juts up towards him. He ducks one, and that's the one that grabs Faye, immediately feeling guilt for ducking. Like immediately feels guilty for ducking, and that because it hit her instead. And then my next Bao is going to help the person that cries out for him. You see Bao almost paralyzed. Torn. He loves you see it's like he values each of your lives equally, right? Like no one person is more important than another, and now is torn because if I save one person and another person dies, he is responsible, kind of like you can there's this weight of, and he's paralyzed almost because of that. So until somebody, almost like how he called out to Adder and told him the importance of action, he's paralyzed with that.
What is the order?
I need to roll your initiative. So here's what can happen. You, at the moment, anyone not restrained on their turn can do something that can give someone. Like, what is something you want to do to try and give one other player advantage on their next save?
Nice. So we could give somebody else advantage.
Yeah.
Oh. What is going off? Hold on. Something's going off in my house. Like there's an alarm going off in my house. I'll be right back.
Okay. Sounds like an ups.
Can you set the Wi-Fi up for the ring?
You need to roll your initiative.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like I can't even change what's
So we have advantage. We have disadvantage on attack rolls. 0 speed. They have advantage to hit us. Disadvantage on dex saves.
That's not very good. Can you explain what you're having us do for the other person?
Yeah,
But
you're
I-
grappled.
okay.
So everyone that is grappled, you feel like you're being tugged towards this rift.
Okay.
Um, or sorry, I said grab. I meant restrained.
Okay.
And restrained is a restrained creature's speed becomes 0. It can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have a disadvantage. The creature has disadvantage on dex saving throws. So, unless like you can come up with essentially each of your turns, you'll be trying to become not restrained.
Mm-hmm.
That will be your action, trying to not be restrained. Escape DC.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you what the DC is, but if you have like bonus actions or special abilities that could help you, that's great. Also, the other players currently not restrained will be trying to help you get advantage, which will null out the disadvantage.
Did I go?
Yeah, this isn't quite as creepy, but not intense, but I still like it. So, begin combat. Kirameki, what do you do?
I think Adder goes for me.
Or that's what I meant. I'm looking at Adder and I said Kirameki. Uh-huh.
I'm sure that's like an acrobatics check or something like that. Like trying to get myself free. Could I use? I don't think for that. Could I use an attack by disarming strike?
It will be athletics or acrobatics,
Okay.
whichever you prefer.
As a maneuver, as a part of it says when you hit with a weapon attack, you spend plus superior for you die add damage. Disarm the target that was a strength of saving throw. I doubt this tree.
I'm having a hard time hearing you for some reason. It's like
Sound like you're on
far
speaker
away.
or something, yeah.
Yeah,
I have
or like your mic changed or something like that.
I'll just
I think he's trying to use like either a battle maneuver do the disarming strike to attack it to try to get it to release him, like you would like disarming a creature with a weapon.
You can probably hear me better now.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think that it's going to. I don't think that's going to work because I think it's definitely going to pass a DC 14 strength save. So I'll just make that check. I'll make the. Did you say acrobatics check?
Acrobatics or athletics.
Okay. Come
Since
on.
it's not a dex save, you don't have a disadvantage. No.
19.
You kind of like not activate, but like, you become a little more snake-like as you like dislocate your joints and you like slither out of it.
Okay.
And you slip out of the suctions and the coil or the tentacle like comes up above you. You are no longer restrained.
Am I on the ground, like in front of this ravine? I guess. Is that right?
Yeah, I just kind of threw the circle. I didn't really move you guys. You guys are like on the beaten path technically. I guess I could have just moved everything south, but I just threw it on where you guys were
I get
standing. But
Okay.
yeah, like there's like the taller grass out, knee to waist high out to your sides, and then the tall grass where the patrols don't walk. And then about 30 feet in front of you is this
I
rift
think
and tentacles spewing from it.
I don't know. I don't think that there's anything else I can do on this turn. That took my action.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's my turn. And I can't do anything with a bonus action if I don't use the attack action. So
You can move.
I can move, yeah. I guess that's true. I would move.
Should have
Uh,
moving Kirameki and Bow back so they're not within the 30 feet because you wouldn't be within that 30 feet.
I'll scoot back a little.
Okay.
Kind of to back to where they are, looking at both of them. Just shocked, and I'll end my turn.
All right, Kirameki, as your party is grappled by these massive tentacles.
I'll fly over next to Israfil and drop down my rope, and then use the rest of my flight movement to kind of like fly towards
Okay.
the base of the tree here and like anchor it around and hold it. I'll land and like use the tree to help keep it from pulling any further.
All right. Yeah, you have like this quick knot that you throw it to Israfil and he snatches it, kind of wraps it around his shoulder, and you get over to the tree. Israfil, your next escape DC will have advantage.
Roger that. I'm gonna use
Not your
the-
turn yet, but Bow isn't here, so I might just do you and then go back to Bow. Well,
Hey,
I'm gonna have Bow try like pulling the tentacle from Faye, like grabbing
Yeah.
it, and that will give Faye advantage.
Bow is gonna be out.
Right. I'm gonna use the rope that
This can be
Kirameki
everyone.
threw down to me, and you try and use that to pull myself and pull myself free from the grip of this massive tentacle.
That acrobatics or athletics with advantage.
A 21.
You escape. Your action is gone. Do you have bonus action, movement, special action?
All right, I'm just gonna move up to here, and
Okay.
that'll be me.
Faye.
Did
Bow's trying to help him pull this tentacle from you.
did you say our horses are like 30 feet away?
Um,
Right.
Actually, this is whiskey. Whiskey is 40 feet from you.
Ugh. Okay, well that won't work.
Um,
Mm.
what are you trying to do?
I was gonna use my mage hand to grab the lead from my horse. And
You have if you're trying to use a spell,
cantrip.
well,
Mhm.
just in general, you have
What am
just
I
like
not?
help you out since you're new. You
Mhm.
have Misty Step,
Oh
a
yeah.
second level spell that teleports you 30 feet.
Oh, I didn't even. I didn't even look down that far. I'm sorry.
No, you're right.
Heck yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
That's what I assumed you were trying to do as soon as you asked the distance of your horse. Like you're going to teleport to the horse, but you could teleport anywhere,
Yeah,
you know,
I'll just
that you
teleport
can see.
my horse. But I also had that mage hand, and it could have got my horse's lead brought to me. That's what I was thinking. But Misty Step
Yeah.
is even better. So
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah. As you begin to cast your Misty Step, your book um it's like squeezes itself out from between the tentacles. It opens up, and what kind of what does your Misty Step look like? What do you turn into as you port away?
Um, just like it's quick, like a quick flash of green and blues, and then next thing I'm on back on my horse.
Not quite, but
Yeah,
you're right next to it.
near my horse. There you
Since
go.
you're able to teleport, you are no longer restrained.
And
I'm
then
gonna keep it in turn order because you still have a portal or I need to quit saying portal. You have a rift in front of you. It does look like the tentacles aren't going past this line.
mhm. But we have one right here, don't we?
So
Mm.
that matter. What do you want to do with your turn?
Me, adder. You say adder, didn't you?
Yeah, I said adder.
Okay.
I was muted, sorry. Okay, so you said a rift. Is this like something that we need to cross like that?
It's
Or is it
definitely
something
in the path. It's not technically 30 feet. It's technically this wide. Bigger.
Mhm.
Okay.
10, 50,
So
25, 30. Yeah, there we go.
and
It's
we're all
most
free
definitely
of it.
covering your easy path. The tentacles, there's several, multiple tentacles lashing out up within
Is
10
it
feet of
making
you, but they all seem
is
to
it
stop right where you're at, like
is
right
the
just in front of
creature
you.
is the
Who's
creature making any like noises or anything to where I could see if it like speaks a language I would know?
Um, you definitely hear almost like, oh, yes.
Okay. I was about to say,
Yes.
Yeah.
I
You understand it pretty
I
well.
think I think
But
okay.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
speaking the language of kicking your ass.
Yeah.
I
You to everyone else, they kind of hear the drums and the deep kind of sounds, not quite like some clicks, and that's right, yeah, but abyssal.
okay.
Mm,
I I will take if it's still out of range. If I'm still out of range to move 5 feet forward, or what I'll be. I don't want to put myself within range. I can stay
That
here.
would not be in range of it. 5 feet is
Okay.
not in range of
I
it.
just you see Adder's hood flare and his braided rattles start rattling, and Isserfil or I guess all of you probably might see like the snake heads on both of his swords glow. One of them still sheathed, and you hear him speak like it just sounds like slithering, clicking, the different language that he's speaking, and he's going to cast suggestion on the creature. Let us pass. And
Speaks in parcel tongue.
yeah. It has to make a wisdom save.
It does. Everyone hears like this slow rumbling beat. What Adder hears is like a
Mhm.
You are mine.
Oh my.
That's the response that I get.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Okay. And then after I do that, you guys see all of like kind of the magical effects that I attempted to do, and I just kind of turn towards everybody. I think we need to take the long way around.
I'm gonna have you guys kind of converse in turn. So, does that end your turn?
That ends my turn.
Okay. Kirameki.
The
Is everyone
shrine.
okay finishing this round, by the way?
Yeah.
We'll probably go just a couple minutes past 11.
The shrine's not much further. We can just go around.
Oh my god, this man's he doesn't care about us. Our lives. Kirameki.
Use any actions or?
Yeah, I'll take off 50 feet in the air.
And leave us? Kirameki.
Yeah. All right.
F
Are you
you,
still
Oh,
holding
no.
on
White
to?
Buffaloes.
Are you still holding on to the rope?
No, I let go for sure.
Okay.
And
You
even
feel
let
the
go.
slack from your like the slack from your rope get, it's not taut on your around your chest anymore, Mr. Phil.
Kirameki.
How's that horse over there doing?
I mean, he
It's
broke from
saved.
the
It's
restraint, right?
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's saved. It just hasn't gotten around like a full
I
like
got it.
around, and it's running away.
Come on,
Speaking
guys.
of which,
Just keep
I can
pushing
do
forward.
that because a full round has passed, so they can all move.
For shame.
Israfil did break his restraint, though, right?
Yeah, no one's restrained anymore.
Okay, yeah. So then, I mean, dropping the rope's not like a jaw drop.
No,
or anything.
yeah. Unless you're wanting to try to pull him up to the sky with you.
Yeah, just carry him with.
That's why I asked. Bow. You're
I will.
technically like you're in range because I moved you forward to help her
Okay.
grapple one. So
Okay.
because you are actively grabbing it, I need another deck save with advantage.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna do, as it's gonna try and grab you at the beginning of your turn because you are in range of it.
Okay. 19.
It tries to like squeeze you, but you're able to like just flex your back muscles, and it isn't able to get a good squeeze.
Okay.
So the veins are pulsing up your neck, like you're like, full on pose, like bodybuilder pose. And then, now you can finish. You do your turn.
Okay. So what I'll do is I will um I will rage as a bonus action.
Okay.
And then so if you don't mind making my character large.
You should be able to do that too, but yeah, I got you.
I don't know exactly how.
Okay. I'll show you later.
Okay. So I'll step. I'll step like I will take actually let's measure this. Momos can reach me. Where are the tentacles at? Is there a tentacle near her to grab her?
No, they all stop like at your square.
Okay. I will
Heck no,
Okay.
I teleported out of there.
Yeah, none of us are in danger at the moment. As
All
far
right,
as we
so
know.
I'm kind of like
Except Bow technically, unless he
I'm kinda
wants to
okay.
move because you're not restrained, so you could move.
Okay. What I'll do is okay. So if they ran, they're safe. I'm in between them and the tentacles. Is what it seems like.
You're in the tentacles, yes.
Yeah, and but they're not.
Right, yeah, they're correct.
Oh.
They are the
Okay.
exact 5 feet away from it to not be endangered of them.
So
Or
just
so it
like
seems.
before, like as I begin to grow, like the stones are coming up and like growing up, I will stomp and kind of use and start to have the earth kind of grow in like almost like a wave kind of in between them, but it's not in between. It's not the tentacles, the stone, and then us, but rather me. It's tentacle me, the wall, and then them, right? To create like this so they can run. And as the wall is like climbing up in between me and them, I'll turn with that flat face. Run. You need to run. Run for your lives. Do not turn back. Run. And I will kind of, as the wall begins to climb up past their vision, where they can see what's happening, I'll like try to grapple and entangle and just create a disadvantage for these tentacles, or a target for these tentacles as me instead of them, so that on their turns they can take full dash actions to get the fuck out of here. And that's my goal, is to sacrifice myself for my friends. I do an anti-Kirameki.
Okay.
And that'll whatever I need to expend for that, whatever it is that needs
You
to happen
already
for that.
you already saved for this round, so
Yeah, but whatever it takes for me to impose myself as the main target for these tentacles and to have them to try to create an obstacle for the tentacles. Whether that be me using my yokai abilities with the stone, my own body, whatever it takes. Holding an action for when one tries to get them to like put myself between
okay.
them. Whatever
You,
it
you
is
want to
that
hold
needs
an
to
action for the next person that has to save?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Sounds
absolutely.
good.
I'll hold an action to use like maybe mold earth or even a higher level yokai ability to
Right.
to create and to impose myself as the target, as the number one target, right?
Yeah.
If hopefully all the tentacles grab me is the idea, and hopefully this thing devours me instead of my friends is the idea. And now you see that stoic form, its gritted teeth, is hatred. and anger, and you see the only thing other than stone that you see are tears in Bao's eyes, as it looks like fear for the life of his friends. He's afraid that you guys are going to get hurt. And he couldn't, you think he couldn't bear that. Like, that would be, for him to live where you did not, would be the worst thing that could ever happen to him.
All right. Mr. Phil, what do you do?
What do you do? What is it that you do?
So
Israfil.
can we only see the tentacles of the creature, or can we see?
Correct. They're like spewing out of it. Like some are like all completely vertical, coiling. Some are lashing out at you. There are a lot of them.
I'm gonna aim for the most dense portion of tentacles, and I'm gonna fire.
I'll try to stop him from being able to attack, so that he has to run instead. Like, bringing up stone in between him and his target, so that he has to run instead. Like, I really want to make their only option to run away, to not be engaged with these things.
I mean, right now you're the only person within range for them to touch. As long as I'm where I'm at, they can't touch me.
Yeah.
It's true.
Oh no. Israfil, we're about to do a fastball special, bro. But I don't think you're gonna like it.
And I don't think you don't have an action or reaction to stop him.
Well,
I
that's
don't believe, so.
it's the impose.
I know.
Like, I'm holding my action to impose, to stop the tentacles
Them
from touching them. Yeah,
from
from
grab
touching
yeah
them. Yeah,
from
yeah,
grabbing them. Sure.
yeah. I got you.
But he's trying to attack the tentacles.
Yeah, I still think that, like, I still like this idea of, like, Bao, like the earth is, like, as he's moving forward, Bao is physically making it harder for him to move forward as he's dodging around the rocks that are sprouting from the ground to get closer and closer into danger.
Oh,
I don't
shooting
need to
a
go
guiding
into-
bolt.
Yeah.
Oh, you're shooting a guiding bolt? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've got range as well.
Nice. But, like, the guiding bolt goes through, and then the stones, like, kind of close the path or whatever, like, he's trying to make it to where you can't do anything other than run away, is, like, really the idea.
For a 16.
Yeah, you have no problem blasting the massive tentacles spewing at the base of the portal.
For 14 damage.
Fucking, that's fire, dude. Heck yeah.
There's like some more rapid bass like beats from the clicks, and like a high pitched kind of screech sound from the rift.
Something like that.
Israfil, you also, as the guiding bolt hits, you've seen Lord of the Rings?
Like a white hot
long
flash.
time ago.
Like a white hot flash of pain.
You know when Gandalf puts his hand on the sphere, when he touches the ring through the
Palantir.
was it through the envelope or whatever, and it's like the flash of the Sauron's eye.
A white hot flash of pain, like being stabbed or like being,
You get something like that, and it's but it's like the flash. I'm just gonna put his picture back out because why not?
Your body spasms uncontrollably.
Like a deep up close picture of Tava.
Oh, Tava, this bastard.
Wow, that's cool.
It does look gold on it.
And you were at this moment,
It's a tarot
Kirameki,
card.
Israfil, and Adder, your tattoos begin to glow.
I was just about to ask if I could inspect my tattoos so that works.
Like the Death Eater tattoo in Harry Potter. It's like, it makes itself known to you.
Is that end your turn?
Is there an emotion attached to the flash that moves through them?
I'll move this
So-
way, and then yeah, that'll end my turn.
Fear, dread,
Loathing.
that emotion only goes through Israfil. The tattoos begin to glow on everyone, but it doesn't come with that like wave of that reaction to the hit. Yeah. But your horse ran further away.
I know.
Hmm.
Smart. I was gonna jump on him, but he moved.
Whiskey! No whiskey!
I'm gonna
homies.
move. I need to. How far are they from me? About because I'm back farther than everybody else. So let me try to.
60 feet.
No, not my horse. The tentacles.
They're 25 feet from you.
Okay.
The base of it though is 65.
Ooh. Okay.
Or technically 70 to hit the base. I mean, regardless,
Mm-hmm.
it's
So
narrative at this point.
right. So I'm gonna move up 10 feet there by Adder, and I'm gonna cast some Ray of Frost on it.
Okay. Freeze it up.
Does this
Oh
feel
my
different?
gosh! I just made him mad.
Does this feel different than the
Oh, I can
than the
move
little
myself. I
than the
forgot to move
little
myself up
goblins
here
or
by
whatever?
Adder.
This feels different than the goblins, right? This
Yeah,
is some
do I hit him?
Well, not to Israfil. Probably to you guys.
why is it following us like this?
You hit it. It's this big mass. You could shoot, with your eyes closed and hit this thing. You think?
Hitting
Yeah,
the
pulled
broadside
my
of a
Just
barn.
don't fumble.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't freeze your own
I roll
hand
for
off.
damage.
13 damage is like one of the tentacles ices up and shatters to the ground. And
Okay.
that screech happens once again.
I hit the damage. I rolled damage.
I thought you,
Right.
yeah, you did. You did there. Oh no, this is
No.
the
That was the
attack.
attack roll.
Okay, yeah, do the damage. What I just said happens though, regardless.
Yeah. But I gotta give him.
'Cause I am the dungeon
It'd
master.
been nice to have 13
Uh,
damage.
I guess she was supposed to have advantage as well. So I mean, if she wants to roll
Guiding bolt.
one more time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll.
Yeah, you can roll another d20 to see. Roll another d20 to see if you crit.
Oh my god.
Oh
so
my
close.
goodness.
Close.
That was not good.
On
It
the
was
opposite
almost
side is a 19.
20. Thanks,
Freaking the
Isabel.
2 bounce. It was a 20 and then rolled to a 2 for me.
Yeah, that's what it did for me too.
As it shatters, I know a couple more tentacles like coil back in pain. And the guiding bolt, the ray of frost, like bow over here, holding up like making a wall as Earth is grabbing tentacles and slamming into them, walling up once as they lash out towards this party, and Kirameki hovering on his winged stick in the sky. We zoom out, and that's where we end the session with like the Thanks for playing
Dang.
tonight, guys.
Run. You
That was
need
fun.
to
Hope
run.
everyone enjoyed the session tonight.
Oh,
I
yeah.
sure did. It was great.
Thank you, Etma. That was super fun, dude.
That was
Yeah.
a blast.
Well done, dude.
Well, hey, here there be monsters. Thanks for tuning
Hey.
in. We appreciate you.
What's up, Mercy?
And
Mercy, Pixie. What's up, guys?
we should have Friday night. We have it's the 9th, right? Yeah, we have Compass Rose.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that one. GG's. We'll catch everyone next time.
I think we're gonna do a we're later on this
Good
week on
night.
Wednesday. We're gonna do a for any of the dungeon masters out there who've got games themselves that they'd like to make this Wednesday. I'll be doing a creation stream, like a build with me
Nice.
kind of thing. Yeah. I'll be working on my own. I'll be working on stuff for games that are coming up in our future, but also if you just like to have somebody beside you, a little bit of body doubling, somebody working on games while you work on games, we'll be doing that as well. We got and then be looking forward to our point of inspiration. We'll be coming back in here shortly. Next couple weeks, we'll be having points of inspiration where we will be a little bit of an interview show, game show with people in the community, other players and dungeon masters, just to talk about how we make games and how we play the games that we make and the fun that we have. That'll be coming shortly. You guys have any other projects that? Oh, we have a Thursday game that should be coming up here before the end of this month. I believe sometime at least at the end of this month or the beginning of next month. We have a Thursday.
In 2 weeks.
It's going to be in 2 weeks.
Yep, 15th.
That might be
Tentative
the
first session.
That might be the
Good
thing that you
job.
see me working on then is how to build stream overlays, character, like character art, and the layout that we use for our games, maps, um, creatures, all in all various art styles. Something that's really representative of the players and the dungeon master, who is also a player in the game, to help
Two
tell the
different
story
games.
together.
I think
Yeah.
we're talking about. There's another Thursday game.
Oh, we have 2 Thursday games come up. We have one Thursday coming up with Ico, and then what's the Thursday game coming up in? Is that the one you were talking about in 2 weeks or a different one?
Mark Meyer, I believe, right?
The one you're in.
Yeah.
Listen, man, look. This is like 5 projects that are coming up just on the channel alone. Not to mention the projects that we have off channel. So in 2 weeks we have the Merkmeyer, run by Spio, with a amazing cast of players, very very narrative, story driven, horror themed, suspense, with a kind of in the Merkmeyer, that is set after the events, 1,000 years after the events of the Compass Rose, and then also here shortly after that we have Ico running a game, and that will be set in Galabad, the sister continent to Numestria, which is the one that and Yuansu, the 2 continents you're most familiar with from the channel, with a vast and deep history, many years of world building, from one of the greatest dungeon masters that I have ever had the privilege of working with and knowing, and one of the creators of this beautiful world that we all work with together. That should be coming up in the next shortly after the Merkmeyer. We're gonna have our Build With Me streams, and we're gonna have our interview show coming back. So lots and lots of great stuff coming from the channel. this month. Anything else, guys?
Just an actual. We did a shout out to Here There Be Monsters. They are our
Yeah.
friends. They do D&D 3.5 edition twice a month. Second
like to
campaign that I run once a month.
once a
They
month, yeah.
do a lot of
Over on their
party,
channel.
MMO, survival games. So if you're interested in that, because we don't stream nearly as much as they do, we're working on
There's-
that in the future. But they're great people.
I would
So
like
you
to
can find
say
them on
that
YouTube and Twitch.
I'd like to say they're more than heroes. They're more than just our friends. They're our heroes. You know, like, you know, I look. Hey, Dad. Hey, Mercy. We look up to you. Hey, Pixie. Hey, Mom. We look. We want to be like you one day. And they're great people. They're absolutely phenomenal people. And I can't be more happy to be affiliated with them in any sense.
Fantastic community.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, like, and that's coming. I mean, and from our whole purpose is to build an inclusive community where people can feel comfortable and they can be themselves. If you can take that as anything, as the weight that we give to them. If you want to see some like grindy, like some real like I'm not talking about casuals, all right? Like, so if you want to see some real gamers like doing the do, go check out Life's channel. Who plays in the game with us, and he goes from casual mode to real gamer mode on some Pokemons, and as well as what are you playing right now, Life?
Lately we've been gaming on some Call of Duty, actually, getting back
There
into the
it is.
grind for that.
There it is. There it is. So if you want to go from casual mode into some real gamer shit, go check out Life's channel and get real pedantic with it.
All right. That might be our longest outro yet. We love you guys. We'll see you next time. I
Love you
need sleep.
guys.
Peace.
Later.